Honorable Chair, most of these collectors were our contract staff, commission collectors, and they were very recalcitrant in bringing the books. So after the audit, we had to use both the police and then the people who guaranteed for them to bring back the book, or you pay for guaranteeing for somebody who has taken our books away. And that was what helped us in retrieving the books.
Honorable, have you retrieved all the booklets now?
Honorable Chair, yes, we've retrieved all the booklets.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they retrieved all the books and presented to us for verification.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Chairman, that's all for now.
Gomoa is your next infractions on paragraph 229, and Honorable Bauer will handle that one. Huh? No, East.
Chairman, the infraction, I think it relates to Gomoa West.
Gomoa West, okay. Then I will skip that one and come back to it. The next infraction, which is in the DACF book, is on paragraph 220, and Honorable Dr. Jessa will handle that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This has to do with exceeding the guidelines, limiting them to using 10% of the DACA for administrative expenses. In the year in question, Gomoa East had 1.5 million. They spent 961,000 cedis on administrative expenses. This introduced a variance of 506%. That's way in excess of the guidelines limiting you to 10%. What happened? So DFO, you, friend DFO, you were there. What's your name again? Sorry.
My name is Paul Zikpi.
Sorry?
Paul Zikpi.
Paul?
Zikpi.
Yeah, Paul, so you were there. Can you tell us why? Before I bring the DC in, because you are here. You did all the signing with your director then. You knew that the law and indeed the guidelines permits you to spend 10%. You were spending and tracking. You went to 200%, 300%, 400%, 500%, and you even jumped to 506% of that. Can you explain why?
Honorable Chair, there were a lot of recurrent expenses that amounted to that.
Yeah, there will always be recurrent expenses, isn't it? But like what? What examples do you have?
Honorable Chair, my previous district is the most populated district in the central region, and there are a lot of issues, security issues, and so that amounted to that. So by going forward, we ensure that we follow the guidelines strictly.
So
that
if
that
I
doesn't
understood
happen
you,
again.
if you understood you use that much money in excess of the guidelines allowable limit to ensure peace in the district? Is that what you are saying?
It's part of it, Honorable Chair.
You say Gomoa is the most populated district?
Yes, please.
What is the biggest town in Gomoa East? What is the biggest town in Gomoa East District?
Honorable, respectfully, that's Budumbram.
I'm sorry?
Budumbram.
Budumbram.
Yes, please.
But is Budumbram bigger than Kaswa? I'm asking the DFO. Turn on your microphone. Yes.
As I mentioned earlier on, in terms of population, is the highest.
Is the highest.
Yes, please.
So Gomoa East and Ewutu Senya, which one has more population?
Gomoa East.
Gomoa East has
Yes.
more population than.
Yes, please.
And you were given 1.5 million in DACF, and Ewutu Senya was given 632,000. And you spent 961,000.
So, Honorable Chair, the excuse given is not tenable. Remind me, how's your IGF situation? Current DFO, what's the situation like with IGF?
It's improving.
What are the numbers?
For this year.
For last year,
Last year.
2025.
Last year we had about 5.something million.
Out of, what was the target?
We exceeded the target.
Okay, and this year, what's your projection?
It's 6.3 or so.
I'm sorry?
Around 6,300,000.
6 point something
Yeah,
million.
yeah.
So far, how is it going?
It's going well. So far we've gotten about 1.2.
Yeah, the DC hinted me she's introduced some classic innovative measures to make sure your revenue is up. Is that the case?
Yeah, we are doing our best.
So you are very comfortable. You are raising good revenue, right?
We hope to exceed the target this year too.
Okay, the auditors recommend that you refund to the DACF account what you've spent in excess. So, Honorable Chair, I respectfully invite you to direct for that to be observed, please. Thank you.
Gomoa East, on reports over here, your IGF for 2023 was 3.6 million. And then for 2024, it was 5.5 million. And still you spent this and you spent almost all of DACF. What you would do this year is you pay 20% of your IGF into the DACF account. And you keep on paying it. Next year you will pay until you pay this amount off, the 968 that you spent back into it. So new MC, you weren't there when it happened, but some of the pain will get to you. All right. So
Honorable, respectfully, we have already paid 100,000 to the account.
you've paid 100,000.
Yes, please.
But DFO,
Honorable,
you didn't mention that.
I was not asked about how much you have paid so far.
You were asked over overspending. And if you pay some of it back, you should still pay the 200,000 at 20% until you pay it off. All right? Doc, are you there?
So, auditors, are you able to confirm if they've actually paid the 100,000?
Yes, Honorable Chair, they have paid 100,000, leaving a balance of 702,561.36.
So 20% per year of the IGF. Yeah, about 6 million projected. Yeah, they can pay. Okay. All right. So the chairman's directive then stands. Chairman, thank you very much. I'm done.
Thank you. The next infraction is on paragraph 227. Honorable Afenyo-Markin will handle that one.
The former DFO, I think your specialty is misapplying funds. The previous one, it was the same thing. And this one, you're also being cited again for taking funds out of your DACF to the tune of 163,000. Are you aware of that? Former DFO, are you aware of that? Otherwise, let's give them the report. You have the report? Okay. So please speak to it. Why did you misapply funding from DACF to your tune of 163,000? And what have you done to reimburse the DACF account with the monies that you took to organize your meetings and then the other expenses that you utilize them for?
Honorable Chair.
Respectfully, are you the former DFO?
No, please.
Can the former DFO speak to it?
Thank
Were you there when the audit was done, former DFO?
Yes, please.
You were there,
Yes.
so please speak to it.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We have transferred 100,000 Ghana cedis before I left.
I'm asking why it happened in the first place. Why did you misapply the funds from the General Assembly Common Fund?
Honorable Chair, there were a lot of recurrent expenditures that were lying that we have to.
So you were a professional.
Yes.
The fact that monies have been designated for specific operations or specific things, must you take money from there to use to apply to other things that are not designated for that amount, that's money?
Honorable Chair, as a professionals, we are not supposed to do that. But sometimes
why
it
do you do
depends
that?
on the pressure
Sir,
that comes.
Sir, we have laws. You understand? This nation is governed by laws. And our public financial management is also governed by laws. You cannot break the law and come and explain it away that it is pressure. Every time, the first instance, you gave the same issue, that's pressure and recurrent expenditure. Are you the only assembly with that population? I'm asking, respectfully, are you the only assembly with the population of, what's your population?
Honorable Chair, 350,000.
350,000?
Yes, please.
So respectfully, the districts in Greater Accra, districts in the Eastern region, districts in the other regions, are you the only assembly with the 350,000 population?
No, Honorable
So
Chair.
why do you want to explain your infractions with the population that you have? We have laws governing these things. And also, the distribution of the District Assembly Common Fund. Madam, you can correct me. Don't you look at the population that you have in the community before you disburse the funds?
Madam Chair, is one of the criteria.
It's one of the criteria, yes. So you cannot use that to explain the infractions you've been cited for. Because your population is a certain number, they give monies to you as part of the criteria. They give monies to you based on the population that you have. So, DFO, former DFO, you can't come and sit here and use your population as the reason why you mishandled money, you misapplied money. That cannot be. So you mentioned that you have put 100,000 in it. How about the 63,000 outstanding? DFO, former.
Honorable Chair, my successors will take
Pardon?
Those who
Can you speak into the mic?
Honorable Chair, those who succeeded, the one who succeeded me will do justice to that.
But you paid 100,000. Where did you get the 100,000 to pay into the District Assembly Common Fund?
The auditors recommended that.
Where did you get the money to pay into the District Assembly Common Fund?
We transferred the money from IGF to Common Fund.
So why didn't you utilize monies from the IGF rather than taking monies from the DACF account? With your population, you cannot leverage on that to raise more IGF, but yet you can leverage on your population to misapply government funds. People leverage on their population to raise more internally generated funds. You leverage on your population to misapply government funds. Current DFO, can you tell us how you have closed the accounts on this infraction?
We transferred 100,000.
Oh, as for the 100,000, it's no news because the former DFO said he did that before he left. Yes.
What he did before he left was for the first one, the one the auditors confirmed. So it was.
Listen, please. Secretariat, can we give them a copy of the reports? I want us to be speaking to the same. You have the report. Can you read paragraph 228 for me? The one on Gomwa East District. You don't have your specs. You left it at home? Did you?
Yes, madam.
How do you go without your tools? Okay.
So, Mr. Chairman, the paragraph 228, we however noted that management of two assemblies misapplied 164,697.21 of DACF and MSHAP funds for IGF expenditure as detailed below.
So read the one on Gomwa East, please.
Gomwa East, payment to organize town hall meetings, cost of electricity for assembly and other expenses. The source of funding is DACF and amount is 163,107.21.
So former DFO, I asked the question in respect of this one. And in respect of this one, you told me you had paid 100,000 Ghana cedis. So what is the current DFO saying that the 100,000 is not in relation to this particular one? Can you two reconcile and answer the question appropriately?
Madam Chair, sorry for coming. So it is two different 100,000s that have been paid. 100,000 has been paid in respect of the misapplication, and then another 100,000 refunded for the over expenditure. That is
yes, and I mentioned that I was aware of the 100,000 because the former DFO mentioned it. So I asked, how about the 63,000 outstanding? What have you done to it? And you went back to the 100,000.
No, the outstanding 63 is yet to be paid.
Why? This report was made available to all and sundry somewhere in July 2025. You can't leverage on your population to pay monies that you have misapplied. When do you hope to pay the 63,000? DFO, former DFO, if you have an answer, you can speak to the mic. Rather than passing on, you can speak into the mic and tell us exactly what you want them to do, since you were there and you were the one who caused this infraction.
Honorable Chair, we hope to pay by the end of June.
By the end of June,
yeah.
Roughly 60 days.
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, I leave this to you.
Auditors will take note of that because you pay the 60,000 by the end of June. So what happens if you haven't paid it by the end of June?
Honorable Chair, looking at the measures that we've put in place, you now form a task force on these building permits. So we hope that it will yield results for us to be able to pay it.
Okay.
So respectfully, moving forward, we don't want the assembly to be cited for misapplication of funds. And respectfully, former DFO, where you have been moved to, please don't go and apply the same bad accounting practices and policies over there. I hope you take note of that.
Very well noted.
Thank you.
The next infraction is on paragraph 262, and Honorable Gakpe will take care of that one, please.
Thank you, Chair. Goma East District Assembly. In the year 1st March 2024, is the coordinating director here? Were you at post by then? And then the finance officer, were you there?
Honorable Chair, no, please.
Are there those who were there? Are they around? Are they here?
Honorable Chair, the finance officer, the former finance officer is available, but the coordinating director is not present.
So the former finance officer, where is he? You are there. Yeah. Very good. So, very good. My question to you is that you are aware about the regulation 78 of the PFM regulation 2019 LI 2378. You are aware. Are you familiar with that? Are you familiar with the regulation?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
You are very conversant with the regulation.
Very well.
So why you and the coordinating director made 3 payments totaling 86,000 Ghana cedis on the 1st of March 2024 as a financial support to 41 persons with disability whose names were not included in the PWD album? Why did you do that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, the officer in charge of social welfare had updated the PWD album. And so when the auditors came, she presented the album to them, but they were saying that they couldn't find this name. But later she has resubmitted the names to the auditors. That is what the officer in charge of the social welfare had told us.
So at the time you had post, were you part of the exit interview?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And you are also aware of the management letter to your outfit?
Very well.
Come, the report is here. You are not able to clarify this issue with the auditors.
Honorable Chair, the officer in question presented the report to the auditors.
So meaning the auditors turned blind eye on the report, or is that what you are telling this committee?
Honorable Chair, I wish the officer is here to testify.
Talking about?
The social welfare officer who is in charge of PWD.
Is he here?
She is not here.
Auditors, can you confirm what he's saying?
Yeah, Honorable Chair, when we did the audit, the album presented did not have the names to which they have made those payments. So we advise that if those people were indeed disabled, then they should update their album, which they later did after the report has been issued. And so as we have it on record now, they have updated it, but it was done way after the report was issued. Thank you.
Let me say something. I remember.
So auditors have recommended that the total amount of 86,000 Ghana cedis should be refunded by the coordinating director, finance officer, and director in charge of the PWD for contract for this infraction. They were clear that you should refund the money. Has the money been refunded? DC, has the money been refunded to the account?
Honorable, respectfully, yes. Come again, please. Sorry.
The fund, 86,000 Ghana cedis have been refunded?
No. I'm talking about the album. Sorry.
But based on what the auditors have, they recommended that the funds should be refunded. They didn't recommend that, apart from refund of the money, and they asked for the album reconciliation too. So there were two issues. So I'm just asking whether the funds have been refunded. If not refunded, Chair, we are in your hand.
You see, I remember about 4 or 5 years ago, the administrator of the Common Fund, Natoshi, she gave every assembly 5,000 Ghana cedis for them to have an updated album. Isn't that so? Most of you, the assemblies, you chop the money. Because at that time, I was on local government committee. We traveled to every assembly. Less than 40% of you had an album. Most of you that we went to didn't have the album. And when it comes to PWDs, it's only about 15 or 20 people who collect the same amount every year, every time that the money comes. Only about 20 people. One assembly that we went to, there's river blindness. About 2,000 people, but only about 20 people always collected money. Always collected money. So this amount hasn't been refunded. But you said the album has been fixed. So now they have the updated list of the people who collect the money.
Yes, Honorable Chair. And it was because at the time where we asked them to produce the album, they could not. And that's why in the report you have a recommendation for recovery. But they have since provided an updated album.
Because so many of these names over here look very, very familiar. Very familiar. Joyce Bauer is here, Doris Annan is here, Christian Labi. I know a Christian Labi. Eric Kahin, I know Eric Kahin. Hey. Afenyo-Markin is from my constituency, but maybe it's the same name. I don't know. Kofi Ando, Kwekwando, Kofi Edu. I know Kofi Edu is from Kisi. Richard Mensah. Okay, Gomoa East. You have one more infraction. It's on Okay, we have you have another infraction on paragraph 270. You have 3 projects, DACF, Gomoa East. One building is 93%, the other one is 70%, the other one is 63%. What has happened to these buildings? Hello, coordinating director.
Honorable Chair.
Yes. What has happened to these projects that have been abandoned?
Honorable Chair, we added them as part of our legacy projects, and
so you haven't done anything to them?
we've worked on them. They are even in use.
I'm sorry?
We've worked on all those projects.
So they are all under use?
Yes, please.
Can the auditors confirm if they've completed these buildings?
Honorable Chair, I suppose you are referring to paragraph 270.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so what they have done is to include it in their 2025 budgets to work on them. But as to whether they have completed the projects or not, we have not been updated on that.
But why didn't you update the auditors about these projects?
Honorable Chair,
Yes, sir.
respectfully, we updated the audit, and luckily I have some photographs.
When did you update the auditors?
That should be, yes, last month, April.
Last month.
Yes, please.
Oh, this audit, you had it 2025, at least by June. And you waited till last month.
Honorable Chair, in fact, as at 2025 June, the projects were not completed.
Yeah, but then you have to let somebody know. The auditors came and they cited you for it. So if you've completed it quickly, you go to the auditors. We've done it. Here are the pictures. If the auditors will come and confirm, they do it. We are not auditors here. Yeah, there are some auditors amongst us, but we won't do somebody's job. Auditors, I think you follow up on it next time that you get out there. Gomwa is this.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
You are discharged.
Thank you, Honorable.
The next one to call is Afenyo-Markin Municipal. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, good morning. My name is Haruna Nasser. I'm the Municipal Procurement Officer.
My name is Siddiq Bomisin. I am the Municipal Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, I'm Garba Adam, the Municipal Chief Executive, Afenyo Municipal Assembly.
Honorable Chair, I'm Saka Ibrahim, the Municipal Coordinating Director.
I'm Awal Abdul Aziz, the Municipal Internal Auditor.
All right, Afenyo, your infraction is on paragraph 197, and Honorable Hotoje will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, Afenyo, your infraction has to do with unrecovered rent. For one reason or the other, you people have decided not to take rent from occupants of bungalows, teachers' quarters, and market stalls to the tune of 185,880 Ghana cedis between the period of 2023 and 2024, denying your assembly revenue, which could have been used for routine maintenance of those facilities. For that reason, the facilities remain dilapidated. How can you speak to that?
Honorable Chair, Afenyo Municipal Assembly, ours has to do with rent on stores. Rent on stores. Honorable Chair, the rent on stores, honestly speaking, we did some major projects under the Ghana Secondary City Support Program. And two of our major markets were affected. One of the markets was even demolished. So these occupants were out of business.
However, after the construction, we gave it back to the occupant, the old occupant. But retrieving the rent is becoming an issue, at least from that particular market in question, Adiambra Lorry Station. However, we have been able to retrieve out of the 185,000, we've been able to retrieve 100 and no, what we give to them first. We've been able to retrieve 94,000, which we have submitted to the auditors. And as at Friday, I think the figure has gone up to 108 that we have retrieved. 108,022, 108,220 Ghana cedis. So we are still pursuing the occupants of these stores because they claim that for the period that we're doing the redevelopment, they were not in business. And so we are with them. However, we are still pursuing them to see how we can collect the remaining balance. Honorable Chair, thank you very much.
It is interesting to note that some people have paid. So because those people have paid, you cannot leave others off the hook. So promise the committee that at this time or at a given time, you will be ready or you will be able to retrieve the rest. Once some people have paid, you can never leave the rest off the hook. You are aware of that. So promise the committee and give a timeline within which you will be able to retrieve the rest. Because those people were equally out of business, yet they paid.
Honorable Chair, we, as Afenyo Municipal Assembly, we have different market stores at different marketplaces. Where the areas that were not affected by the demolition, there were those that were able to retrieve the monies from. Those, at all particular place that we demolished, that market was demolished completely and redeveloped. These are those that we are finding a problem to retrieve their monies. However, we gave the stores back to them after the redevelopment. So we are still pursuing them to see how they can pay some of the monies. But those that were not affected by the redevelopment, they are paying. That's the point I've made, Honorable Chair. Thank you very much.
You have now revealed it well. Because the person cannot pay for what he or she hasn't bought. You've now categorized the things very well. So won't you throw it to the assembly members at your general meeting to find out what you should do about that?
Honorable Chair, accepted.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so you will let us know when you are going to collect these amounts, right? You will let the auditors know, because they will follow up with you and find out about it. The next infraction is on paragraph 193, and Honorable Frederick Kahingwa will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Chairman, this infraction is about insufficient revenue collection. As Afenyo, you paid 4 revenue collectors to a tune of 141,000 as against a collection of 86,000. Is that correct?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Okay. So these collectors, are they IGF workers or they are on the controller's payroll?
Honorable Chair, they are permanent staff.
They are permanent staff.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And for a whole year, they were collecting monies below the target. How much did you set as your target for the year?
Honorable Chair, these collectors, they were in charge
I
of...
say, how much? How much? What was your target for the year in terms of the revenue?
For 2024, we did not set targets for them for that year. However, in 2025, we did set targets and also reshuffled their operational areas, which resulted in some improved collections. And per the analysis, we have done analysis on their performance for 2024 as vis-a-vis 2025. In 2024, their collection amounted to 82,644.44 pesos. As a result of the measures we put in place, their collection increased to 162,464 Ghana cedis, which showed excess of 39,396.74 pesos over their salaries.
Why is it that 2024 you didn't set target for them? Why didn't you set target for them?
2024, we actually did set targets.
From your own narration,
yes.
You just said it. Yes. I think everybody heard you right.
Yes.
That you did not set target for them in 2024. So what were they? What was the benchmark? What were they working against?
2024, the targets were set as per operational areas, like based on revenue items.
Massa, don't let us confuse you. You said there were no targets. Now you are coming up with a different kind of target. Honorable, let's move on because he's trying to perjure himself.
So, looking at it, a whole year, you kept paying them because they were on the government payroll. Assuming they were IGF workers, will you have continued to pay them since they were generating lesser than how much you were paying them, if they were to be paid from your own IGF? Because from the narrations and whatever we are seeing, the IGF is seen as some kind of free money that we manipulate. And that one, most go into administrative expenses. So we will say it's your free money. If you were paying them from the supposedly free money, will you have maintained these workers for 1 year, 12 months, consistently generating lesser than they were raising? Will you have maintained? Or if you were running your own entity and these were your workers and every month they are underproducing and you have to pay them more than what they are producing, will you have maintained them for 1 year?
No, Honorable Chair.
So why government?
Honorable Chair.
And why the assembly?
Please, Honorable Chair, the issue was that, like he said, it looks like initially he didn't put it well. They were really given targets, but it was on zonal basis, but not on individual basis, operational basis. So when the auditors came out with this finding, then we decided to do it an individual targets for those people who were on the permanent collectors. And that is where we realized that 2025, there was improvement in their collection.
Why must you wait for the auditor's intervention before you can assess the performance of each of the collectors? You see, certain things are not going on right at your end. So if auditors had not come, this will have happened another year, year on, year on. And we know the effect. With these things we are observing here, in your own view, what is the implication of these things on your financial position as an assembly? I'm listening to you. Yes. What is the implications if you are to raise IGF to support development, administrative expenses, and other things, and you are under raising, what is the effect, the implication on your total financial position as an assembly?
It affects the assembly's financial position.
It kept repeating. Every month you have expenses to incur. And that happened a year, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 12 months. And this thing continued to repeat.
Honorable Chair, we have learned our lesson, and that's why from 2025, those particular permanent staff, we started giving them individual targets. And 2025, it has yielded fruits for us, and we want to continue with that.
I know those with the same infraction will come and then repeat this same chorus, but I'm waiting. Your own answers will let us know what to tell you. Auditors, this is what they are saying. Have you observed some changes?
Yes, Honorable Chair, conferring with the DA, the audit we did for 2025, our interim audit shows that there is some level of improvement. So we hope they will be not cited with a similar infraction in our next report. Thank you.
I know those with the same infraction, they are rehearsing their answers, but we are waiting.
Okay, Asim Fosu, your artisan village, who owns it?
Honorable Chair, the assembly.
The assembly.
Honorable Chair.
But do you have any paperwork on the land?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
If you have paperwork on the land, on the ownership, how come you didn't give it to the auditors at the time of the audit?
Honorable Chair, to be honest with you, initially we were not having the documentation on the land. But as I speak now, we have some documents to show. And the auditors also have some of the documents that we have done so far with registration of that property, the land.
What kind of paperwork? You are the assembly. So what do you have on that land?
Honorable Chair, we have a search report on the land from the Lands Commission, and we also have the indenture that has now been secured from the Lands Commission.
Do you have a title on the land?
Honorable Chair, that is where we have gotten now. It's in stages, and we have gotten to that point now, and the documents are at the Lands Commission.
Do you have the Lands Commission in your assembly? Or they have a different building somewhere?
Honorable Chair, is the regional office that we go in Cape Coast.
The regional office. So you can't take this paperwork, go to the regional office, say that, hey, we have all our paperwork over here, give us title.
Honorable Chair, it's not that easy when we go there.
I know it's not that easy because I've bought land in Accra before and I'm in court and I have a title. I have a title, but I'm in court. Master, 9.42 acres. And you haven't bothered to go all the way to get a title until the auditors came in 2024. And it's been what, how many years now? Almost 2 years. And we are now going to get you. So when do you think you'll get a title on that one?
Honorable Chair, we are doing follow-ups to see.
You guys enjoy going to court, and somebody will put a garnishment on your account. Somebody will start putting up. We are live on social media. Somebody will start going to put a house on the land, and they try and stop them. You assembly members, some of you just want trouble for yourself. Oh. Okay, now let's go to another infraction. So auditors, have they shown any paperwork to you that they've done anything on this land?
Honorable Chair, they have showed us a search application and then the site plan. That is what we have.
They've shown you the search and something on a site plan. So if auditors hadn't come there, you wouldn't have known that you didn't have title to the artisans' village. Is that what it is? Hello?
Honorable Chair.
I'm talking to somebody.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Okay. I thought I was talking to myself for a minute. But let's go to District Assembly Common Fund. And you have abandoned police. Yes. And it's on paragraph 270. Honorable Abusua, sir, will handle that one. 270. For Afenyo-Markin.
Please, can you give us an update on the abandoned projects?
Yeah, Honorable Chair,
There are 3 in all, so just give it according to.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Yes, please.
Honorable Chair, with the residence of the Municipal Chief Executive is completed, and the Municipal Chief Executive is even occupying that bungalow. Then the second one, construction of one number chief's compound.
You said the residence of the Chief Executive is?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Is completed.
And is even occupying it.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Honorable Chair, 2, construction of one number chief's compound at Asin Amponsie / Brofi Yedru. The project has been repackaged and awarded under the legacy project. And the contractor has resumed work, and work is ongoing, and the work is about 90%. Then the third one, rehabilitation of one number 24-seater WC facility at Artisan Village. It has also been captured under DACF Legacy Project 2026. It's left with the mechanization of the water system.
Auditors, can you please confirm?
Honorable Chair, the rehabilitation and modernization of the MCE's residence has been completed and is in use. The CHIPS compound, yes, they are working on it. We have some evidence here. It's just that we don't have the percentage of completion.
He confirmed 90%, so take notes in your validation when you get there. Okay. And then the third one.
Yes, the third one, as it indicated, they have put it in their budget
for 2026.
For 2026, yeah.
So when would you start? Because we've started implementing the budget for 2026. You are in May. Sir,
Honorable Chair.
Respectfully, who are you, please?
The Municipal Coordinating Director.
No, the gentleman in blue.
The Internal Auditor.
He was telling you something. Please speak on your own volition so that tomorrow, if you are not able to deliver, you don't tell me and the Internal Auditor asked me to say that. So I beg you, be independent in your answers to us. The 2026 budget is already in the implementation mode. So when do you expect to?
Yeah, we have invited, Honorable Chair, we have invited the contractor, and very soon, I believe in the next
I think in 2 months, June, July.
Oh, I don't want you to think.
By
That's
end of
the
June.
let's say I think,
By end
no.
of July, it will be done.
By end of July,
Yes, Honorable Chair.
it will be done.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
What's the percentage of completion currently?
Oh, it's just the water system.
Just the water system.
Even the water, it has been drilled.
Okay.
Yes, just there with
So
the
that's why you are
mechanization.
giving yourselves 3 months to complete it and
Yes,
report
Honorable
to the
Chair.
auditors. Okay. Honorable Chair, I'm done. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sinfosu, sanitation management irregularities. You were supposed to have a skip truck and 3 containers. This audit is for 2024. Do you have the skip truck and do you have the 3 containers?
Honorable Chair, no.
Okay.
But
Yes. go
we
ahead.
have met with the management of Zoom Lion. I think they visited our assembly.
Yes.
Ever since our MC June office in June last year.
Yeah.
We met them on 2 occasions, and they have assured us that in 2023, 2024, they had challenges with regards to their releases or payment, and they are assuring us that they will do the needful to supply us with those items.
That they had issues with their payment.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Do you owe Zoomline?
No, Honorable Chair, with the exception of the 4th quarter, which we are yet to pay, 4th quarter 2025.
4th quarter 2025 is what you are yet to pay.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
When do you have to pay that?
I can assure them that if they bring their request, even this week, we will honor it.
If they bring a request.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Okay, now, this came up because in the old contract, let me ask you this way. Are you aware you signed a new contract with Zoomline?
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And are you aware that they don't have any number of trucks or containers that you are supposed to use, that you are supposed to have in your district?
Honorable Chair, to be honest, unless I appraise myself with the contract.
You see, that's what you assemblies do. You used to complain, somebody in Accra is signing all the contracts. Somebody in Accra is deducting this as source. We want to sign the contract. Now you are a big boy. You sign the contract and you guys are not aware what you have in the contracts. You had a contract in 2019. Now you've signed a new one in 2024 and you guys are not aware. Then when it comes to payment, you want to delay. And Zoomline also works with money. And if you owe Zoomline, you don't pay. Like this year alone, we owe him 77 million. When we put fire in the containers, hey, Zoomline, bring a new one. Tomorrow, my constituency, there's a place I know. They put fire in it whenever they want to. I don't know if they are trying to do that to get my attention. Zoomline, do you have a comment on this?
Yes, Honorable Chair. Respectfully, currently we have 11 containers.
Okay.
Which have been placed in all the sites that they identified per the 2024 contract. And they are being serviced adequately, or perfectly, in fact. In terms of the truck, we are using a zonal truck to deliver the service, and we haven't failed whatsoever in delivering the service per the contract. Thank you.
Now, my question to the assemblies, and I'll keep on asking till somebody gives me an answer. The old contract, it told you how many containers they were supposed to bring, not so. It told you how many script trucks they were supposed to bring. Now, the new contract doesn't talk about any containers. It doesn't talk about any script trucks. So how are you going to assess Zoomlion's performance? At first, you used to blame it on containers. We are supposed to have 15. We only have 9. So they are not doing that. How are you going to assess them?
Honorable Chair, that's why I say I have to appraise myself with the contract, because what I know is that
With the new contract, that is where they're supposed to apply it with 11.
Yeah, what?
With the new contract, that is where they are supposed to supply our assembly with 11 containers.
Sir, please make sure you have a copy of the contract.
Honorable, that's why I said I want to appraise myself with the contract.
But you knew you were coming here to talk about skip tracks and containers. You've signed a contract with Zoom Lion. We are coming to question Zoom Lion. But the contract that we have with Zoom Lion, you don't have it in front of you. So how can we question Zoom Lion? When somebody comes to your assembly and your assembly is dirty or the district is dead, Zoom Lion was supposed to bring 100 containers. They only brought 20. Okay. Let me find one more question to ask you, and then I'll let you off. Okay, I don't have any more questions for you at this charge. I say you are discharged, but if you want to sit down, I can find more questions for you.
Honorable Chair, thank you very much. We are grateful.
Let's call Aguna East District. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Honorable Chair, good afternoon to you all. Please, I'm Francis Eduni-Makon, the District Coordinating Director.
Honorable Chair, good afternoon. I'm Augustine Osei-Mensah, Head of Works.
Honorable Chair, good afternoon. I am Samuel Osei-Mensah, District Chief Executive.
Honorable Chair, good afternoon. I'm George Kinedu, District Finance Officer.
Honorable Chair, good afternoon. I'm Beatrice Odey, District Internal Auditor.
District Internal Auditor. Okay, Aguna East, your first infraction is on paragraph 189. Honorable Frankie Abusua will take that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Aguna East. Yes. How much do you charge for a burial permit?
Honorable Chair, the burial permit ranges between 20 cedis and 8,000 Ghana cedis, depending on the type of burial you want to adopt. Thank you.
Which one is for the 8,000 and which one is for the 2,000, the 20 cedis?
Honorable Chair, that of the home burial is 8,000. And for the 20 cedis, it ranges between the age of a year and 6 years. 7 years to 17 years, 40, then it follows.
Thank you. The auditors reported that you could, in 2024, you couldn't collect 4,500 in burial permit. So what happened?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Yes, as at the time of the audit, that burial permit has not been collected. So when the report came and we saw it, we went to the traditional council, we liaised with the various families, and we were able to retrieve all the money involved. Thank you.
So must you sit down for the auditors to come to you before you do your work?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In fact, at the time of the audit, I wasn't there. So when I came and it came to our attention, I liaised with my internal auditor, environmental health officer, the district coordinating director, and we carry on this exercise. Thank you.
Auditors, please can you confirm?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the amount has been recovered.
Okay. Mr. Chair, I'm done. Thank you very much.
I just want to find out, why is house burial more expensive? Because I'm not using your land. Why, if I want to bury somebody at home, it's more expensive?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I think that is what the General Assembly has approved of, and we can't do otherwise than to stick to their, decision. Thank you.
I just want the reason. There is a reason, so I want the reason.
Honorable Chair, I know because of the environmental implications or the impact on that, that is why such a levy was, given ratification by General Assembly. Thank you.
So because of environmental issues, and then so if I pay 8,000 Ghana cedis, so I can flout the environmental issue. Titanize money is talking. So if I can pay 8,000, I can flout the rules. We are saying.
Honorable Chair, one way or the other, that will also, it will not encourage other people to also, succumb to the home burial. Thank you.
Okay, we'll move on home burial. The next infraction is on paragraph 193, and Honorable Frederick Ahinkwa will take care of that one.
Thank you, Chairman. Aguna East. You paid 4 revenue collectors to a tune of 163,927 as against their output of 59,244, with a difference or an outstanding of 104,000 Ghana cedis. Is this not huge?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's huge, but we have already organizing training for them, and we're having a discussion. Myself, internal auditor, coordinating director, and the budget analyst, and also
we will get there.
Yes, please.
I said we will get there.
Okay.
So I'm not asked. I'm asking you, is it not huge?
It is huge.
So why? But before you answer the question, you are the finance officer.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
And then coordinating director.
Honorable Chair.
How long have you been at post, the two of you? As for the DC, he just came, I know. So the two of you, how long have you been at post?
I've been there for almost 12 months.
12 months?
Yes, sir.
Director.
Honorable Chair, I'm also 4.5 months, getting to 5 months.
So this is an inherited problem?
Yes, please.
Okay. So the auditors are saying you have to put certain things in place to up your revenue generation, because it's not a good thing. As I asked your sister constituency, if you are a private business person and you have employed people, the aim of your business is to get some income, isn't it? And you have employed your workers. And every month, the sales or whatever output they bring is lost. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 12 months, a whole year. And you are not getting anything from the workers. Will you still be motivated to be paying these workers?
No, Honorable Chair.
That I want to know. The 4 collectors, are they permanent staff or they are IGF staff?
Thank you,
You
Honorable
pay
Chair.
them from the IGF or
No, they are permanent staff of the
So
assembly.
is it not that they are permanent staff why you people have kept quiet? Because whether you generate or not, if your payment is not tied to your output, you can do whatever that you want.
Thank you,
If
Honorable.
this were on your IGF payroll or the IGF system, I think you look at what they have generated before you pay them. But because it is government, every man government is paying them. So whether they have work or not, they should get their money free and go, isn't it?
No, Honorable. I remember last year when the report came, when I came, my coordinating director has already embargoed their salary for non-performance. Then we saw that they are improving. Then we took the embargo. And we realized also that they lack basic training. So we started giving them the training. And we saw that it has improved. Not the best, but it has improved as compared to 2024. Thank you.
Yes, so what are you getting now? Since you have put certain things in place and the system has improved, what is the quantum of your improvement?
Thank you very much. Now, we are in the range of about 70% compared to last year, which was below 50%.
Auditors, I think you've just visited them, isn't it? So let's see. Let's see the outlook. Even if we don't get the picture here today, your next coming, we will know the situation. So, Chair, I think I'm done.
All right. They'll be here next year, don't worry. The next infraction is on paragraph 193, and Honorable Heto, 197, and Honorable Hetoje will take care of that one.
Yeah, Agona East, 16 occupants of either your staff bungalows, teachers' quarters, or market stores could not do the needful to the tune of 17,800 Ghana cedis. And the situation made you unable to renovate these bungalows routinely, and they are left in a deplorable state. Speak to this committee about why that development.
Mr. Chair, please. This infraction was from the internal audit report, and then the external auditors came to add up to that 17,000. It was not implemented.
Speak onto
It
the
was
mic.
not implemented.
What was not implemented?
That infraction of rent arrears, it was not implemented at that time till the time they came to audit in 2024. So they picked them, and as I speak to you now, we have been able to recover over 6,000 of the total of 17,800.
What measures are you putting in place to recover the rest? Because the money in total is 17,800 Ghana cedis. And you have recovered 6,000 so far, which is more or less 1/3. Yeah. What efforts are you putting in place to recover the rest?
Mr. Chair, please, most of the people have retired, and we can't even trace their whereabouts. But we are still trying to see if we can do something about it. We have not just dropped the issue. we will still try hard to see if we can get to the root of it.
Ah,
Recover the amounts, because the assembly needs the IGF to develop the district.
You say they have retired, and you can't trace them. So does it mean there are no occupants of the building as we speak?
There are new occupants. This is from 2017 to 2024. Those rents were not
It's
paid.
2019 to 2024.
2017 to 2024.
Oh, okay.
2019 to 2024.
Yes.
Yes. So-
What kind of buildings are we talking about?
Assembly bungalows.
Assembly
for teachers
bungalows.
and then staff of the assembly.
And people stayed in, they haven't paid rent from 2017 up to 2024.
Some are part payment. It was not regular
Hey,
when verified. So that resulted in that.
was the assembly maintaining these buildings?
Not really. Those people were maintaining the buildings.
The occupants were maintaining them.
Yes, please.
So why were you going after them for money again? If, as an assembly, you fail your responsibility, why are you going after the people for money again? Now that the renovation is being carried out by themselves.
Sir, please, looking at the bungalow and the amount that is paid, it is not like the regular rent outside. So that was the agreement between the assembly and the occupants. So that little that they are supposed to also pay to the assembly, they have to pay.
Madam, let me ask you something. How much were they supposed to pay for these
For
bungalows?
chamber and a hall, it was 20 Ghana cedis a month.
Madam, 20
As
Ghana.
at the time that yes.
Madam,
Say,
government came up with a rent policy. That was supposed to be about a percentage of their income. Isn't that so?
yes, sir.
And that percentage of their income, it wasn't implemented. Was it implemented at your place?
Sir, please, that is what I came to meet us at that time. So I audited, and then that is why we were supposed to take the amounts from them. From now on, we have reviewed, and we have even gazetted the new rent for payments.
I have an opinion about government bungalows, but it's controversial. I don't think government has any business being in real estate. I think all these government buildings need to be given to a different unit. They come in and renovate, and if you have to pay 5,000 cedis, you pay 5,000 cedis and stay in it. Sorry.
Yeah, District Chief Executive, from all indications, Assembly's attitude towards government bungalows is not the best. It's not the best.
Yes,
if you allow those bungalows to rot, at the end of the day, people who are posted to your places will still ask you to find accommodation for them. So I think there is a need for you to adopt a more proactive attitude towards government bungalows.
Yes,
You renovate them very well, and you give them out to them, and you make sure they pay, either they did that as source or anything, so that you maintain these bungalows for them to be there for generations to come and meet. But this attitude, this laissez-faire attitude, do whatever you like, it will not help us. Because at the end of the day, you, the political heads, will suffer. As soon as the people are posted to your places, they will ask you to get accommodation for them. And you'll be seen wanting. So let's look at that critically. Not only you, but other district chief executives here. We must take this issue seriously. Let's
Well,
make sure that we maintain government bungalows for generations to come and meet.
Noted,
Thank
please,
you.
Honorable.
All right, thank you. So what has happened to the buildings now?
So they are okay.
They
But
are okay.
They still need some renovation. And because we have increased the rent, as you have said, we will still have to look at it, take a second look at it, and make sure we review the rates a bit more higher so that
Madam,
we
you
can properly
see,
maintain the place so that people can stay there comfortably, and also the assembly can also generate enough revenue from it.
there's a government policy,
Yes.
but
will
we
charge
choose
that rate.
we choose not to implement the policy.
Honorable, some of the places that the building are were mainly built for teachers, which is typically rural areas that even they find it difficult to get motor to access those places. So in a way, what my former coordinating director told me is that they were given as a form of motivation, but they have to pay something for the renovation of the place, which some of them are complying. Others who are not complying, they live there for so long. When they retired, they went away, and we even gave their names to Yoko. They said they are going to assist us to retrieve all those money from the occupant. Thank you.
Master, Yoko has its own problems. And you want to add this to Yoko's problems?
Told us to do that. That's why we gave it to them. Thank you.
Those places the people are living, your sanitation workers, do they go there to inspect if that place area is good enough for human beings to reside?
Yes, sir, Honorable.
And the place is fine?
Yes, sir.
One breath you say that area is bad.
No, I'm saying that the road to those places.
Who is supposed to fix the roads?
So we are seriously on that. Thank you.
The next infraction is on paragraph 239, and Honorable Adam Agbana will take care of that.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Mr. Chairman, the Agona East District failed to pay Tier 1 and Tier 2 contributions for 6 members of their staff. The auditors recommended that you make the payments. Have you done that?
Yes, please. We've made the payment as at now. We are not in even 1 month. Thank you.
Auditors, can you confirm if the payment has been done?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the payment has been done since August 2025. All right. 2 months after the submission of our reports. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, the next infraction is on paragraph 266, and Honorable Ms. Bao will take care of that one.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
It's in the DACF.
Yes, please. Thank you. Agona East. There was a project completed in September 2022. That's the construction of female and children ward at Agona and Saba. This facility to date, or up to the last 2024, 31st December 2024, was not being utilized. It was constructed at a cost of 302,000 Ghana cedi. May we know why this project has not been put to use